Hey, all you people!
Hey, all you people.
I hope to fucking God you can hear my voice now. If you can't, then I'm gonna proceed to shoot myself. This
Oh, I
episode
thought
won't
we were
come
singing
out.
the song.
What?
I thought we were singing the song, the Jellyfish Jelly song
What the
from
fuck are you
SpongeBob.
talking about?
The Hey, all you people!
I'm I'm fucking confused.
You started with Hey, all you people in a sing-song tone, so I thought we were fucking doing the SpongeBob thing,
I have no idea what you're talking about. The SpongeBob thing.
where the guy's like putting the fucking jellyfish jelly on the burgers.
Oh! Oh! Yeah! Yeah. Because isn't the very end of that a really popular meme edit with Skitty Bop? You know, the fucking scat singing. No?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
scat
yeah,
singing,
yeah,
and then it fucking blows the fuck up.
yeah. There's a memory unlocked. Hey, all you people. Hey, all you people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's the peak of the of the episode. Minute 30 in, and we're already. That's it.
That's it.
It's all
Episode's
down.
over.
It's all downhill from here.
Episode's over. Goodbye.
Well, in case you guys didn't look at the YouTube feed, the last episode we recorded 2 days ago, my audio was cut, and we had a lot of difficulties getting that to upload on its own. So I think it was kind of telling me something was wrong with it, but got it uploaded, and then my audio was just fucking cut, just done for.
Yeah.
So,
I,
in an attempt to, you know, rekindle the passion for uploading and to continue on with this podcast, we're here today, 2 days after. So Peyton, how have you been? In literally 2 days
I have been
since I've talked
all
to you.
right.
All right. Has
Yeah,
has
things
anything
haven't changed
exciting?
too
You
much.
say I bad imagine your life hasn't changed unless your mother died or something.
If my mother died, we wouldn't be talking right now.
You say
I would need my time for mourning.
You sound like I would kill her. Yeah, if my mother died, we wouldn't be talking.
I mean, I'm not saying that you would kill my mom.
Is there a direct correlation between me killing your mother and you not talking to me? Is there a grudge?
I would say so. I would say so.
If my mom died, I'd record a podcast on the same day.
I wouldn't.
I would. It's content.
I'd wait, at least a couple of days.
No, if we got a bonus to record, then I can go on. Me mourning my mother can go on the Patreon.
I guess.
For $5, you can hear Lynden fucking bawl his eyes out, and then look up and talk about trans people.
My mother died, and it was because of the trans.
We could have people. We could have a Patreon tier where you can subscribe to the Patreon tier, and then we'll read your dead parents' obituary.
You know what? Yeah, I'm fine with that.
We'll do it for free. Every single Patreon subscriber gets a free obituary read.
Do I need to find my dad's obituary for the first one?
No, we're not reading your dad's obituary.
That's fair.
This is for the
Patreon.
It's not about us. It's about the Patreon. Subscribers.
That's fair.
It's about the Patreon people. So, if anyone has any obituaries they want read, shoot them over to the Patreon or to the email. You can do the email too. And
yeah.
We'll dedicate an episode to your dead relative. Well,
yeah.
Pets. We don't do pets too.
I don't think most people have obituaries for their pets, but
they can write one.
Sure.
They can write one.
Yeah, if you want to write an obituary for your pet, we'll read it.
This is my someone sends in their dog died. This is my dog Kerbal.
Kerbal?
Yeah, I don't know. He ate his own shit. pissed on the floor a few times. That's about it. I didn't mean that to rhyme, but we'll take it. So stuff like that, you know, if some people want to send in stuff and we'll talk about their, you know, dead relatives or dead animals, or if you want to write just a fake obituary for someone in your life, or someone in general.
Yeah, if you just want to have us read a fake obituary, I mean,
About like Joe Biden, that'd be great.
Please write a fake Joe Biden obituary, somebody.
Probably get ChatGPT to write a fake obituary for Joe Biden.
We could. It wouldn't be hard.
Nah, but
I might do that after this episode.
what? Write an obituary for Joe Biden?
For Joe Biden, yeah.
What if we tried to write in our own obituaries?
I mean, we could.
see like who had the better life, because we give it no general detail. Like we give like very vague details about us, and then we have it go and we'll see who had the better life.
Okay, according to ChatGPT.
Yeah. Oh shit! Hey, you gotta talk about Dragon Con.
Okay.
Because that was on the last episode.
Yeah, so, as a lot of you guys know, I'm going to be going to Dragon Con.
I don't think you've taught... You said last time you taught that. I don't remember.
We did talk about it one time.
I don't remember. So...
It's been a few episodes.
Okay, explain what Dragon Con is.
So, Dragon Con is like this big, nerdy-ass convention.
Dragon
that's going to be...
on your face.
It's not any funnier.
Yes, it is. Especially when we're recording.
No. Anyway. It's like this just big, nerdy-ass convention in Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be going there. It is August 31st through September 4th.
Yeah. He's looking for someone to go with him. Please
possibly
send an application.
The friend I was supposed to go with has a Pokemon regional because he's trying to become like a professional Pokemon player.
We need to talk about that.
Yeah, we can. I'll try to talk to him at some point and see if he'd want to come on.
Oh, okay. So we are. I'm auctioning off a spot to go with Payton to Dragon Con. So. You said April 31st to September 4th?
August 31st?
Yes.
Through September 4th.
Okay, so August 31st, September 4th, in Atlanta, Georgia. Payton will pay for half of your hotel room.
If you're wanting to room with me, sure. Why the fuck not?
But if any of our fans are going to be there during that convention, Payton's going to have Who Cares merch on... So you'll be able to see him.
Yes, we're not really sure what the merch will be yet. Might be a ball cap, might be a shirt. Who knows?
Probably just be a ball cap.
Yeah,
they're very.
That's
easy
honestly
to make.
that would be the easiest to make and the one I could wear every day without having to worry about washing it.
Yeah, and we're gonna make business cards.
Business cards.
To have Payton hand out to furries and weebs. And virgins.
Yes, furries and weebs and virgins. That is our primary demographic.
That's like McDonald's. I'm loving it. But it's just furry weebs and virgins. For us.
I fucking guess. But, yeah, I think it'll be a great time, and I hope to see some people there.
Hopefully we get new fans. If you're listening from Dragon Con in, like, the future... thank you, and Payton, thanks for actually doing something.
Hey, I mean, I was gonna go anyway, might as well.
I was gonna go anyway, might as well, try to help a little bit of this podcast.
Exactly.
Exposure is the key thing we're trying to do here.
Yeah. And hopefully, again, who knows, if one of you guys actually goes to Atlanta to see me at Dragon Con, I'll sign something for you.
Okay, don't get ahead of yourself, bud. I don't think anybody wants you to sign anything.
Probably not.
But you can get a photo
the
with
offer
Payton.
is, yeah,
You can
get a photo with me. The offer is there if you want me to sign something.
What the fuck are you gonna sign?
I don't fucking know.
Use my stapler.
Their shirt, their stapler, their firstborn. I don't give a shit. I'll sign anything.
Can you sign my ovaries? Pulls out a
You
knife.
know-
Pulls out a knife.
If we could find a way to do it sterilely and medically appropriate, sure, I'll sign ovaries.
I want to sign someone's frontal lobe. Or like, well, okay. What if you had to sign like a really big dude's titty?
Fuck it, I'll do it.
Would you?
Yeah.
Like he has 3 boobs.
I will sign all 3 of them.
Like on each side. It's like a fucking milk tank. Pokemon.
Milk tank.
You gotta sign all of them. You gotta.
Like I said, yeah, I'll sign them all. Why not? Fuck it.
Try to find someone with like an amputated leg and sign their prosthetic. That's cool as fuck.
That would be cool. And, like, I think pretty fucking permanent.
Yeah, write it in like acetone so it melts the surface of the prosthetic, so it's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
Let's get out your little pocket acetone bottle with your little paintbrush and just brush on your signature.
Catch me just bringing all my Warhammer painting supplies to Dragon Con just so I can do that.
You should. Permanency.
If someone wants me to, sure.
So if you're gonna sign, you have to sign with like I'll have to show you, but you have to sign with a who cares like signature, not Payton. Because here's my thing, I want someone to get our podcast titles like tattooed on them.
Okay.
So if I can draw out like a really cool design, and then someone actually gets you to sign their body with that, what are the chances that they'll actually go get that tattooed?
Not very likely, but if they do,
you would be mistaken. I've seen people put other podcasts like logos and stuff on their ass and get a tattoo of it.
Okay.
People are dumb.
That they are, but,
if you
they
go and
want
get a
to.
tattoo of who cares with a logo, like with a question mark on your ass, I'll pay half of it.
Everyone hears that now.
Huh?
I said everyone hears that now.
Yeah, no, I would. Would.
Okay.
I would, seriously. Would you help me?
So you're saying like I pay a quarter, you pay a quarter, they pay half?
So we have to get our podcast name on someone's physical body. I would pay half. I'd pay half, and would you help me?
Yes, I would be willing to for the first person.
Well, yeah, no, this only goes for the first person.
Yeah, because I'm not doing that for everyone who would want to, because who knows? We might get big and, well...
I don't think anyone's going to get who cares with a question mark put on them. But if they do, like 2 years from now, I will do it.
Okay.
Just probably have to run by with my wife in 2 years by then.
If you have a wife in 2 years.
I'd be pretty certain that I'd have a wife in 2 years.
Huh. Well,
yeah, that or be engaged.
Okay, that's more. I think that's more like attainable.
Well, because I'll be done with college.
Yeah.
I'll be done with college in 2 years if everything goes right. So, I think being engaged by like my last year of college. If I'm with someone long enough, my last year of college, I think I'd propose.
It makes sense.
Just to go from right out of college, to like wedding planning, and then I'll have my job, and the wedding, get married, and then my life. That's where it ends.
That's where it ends?
Yeah.
Just it's over.
Nothingness.
It's over.
Well, what now that I have like all my backkeep, like my upkeep, now I can put everything into the podcast.
That is true. That is true.
You know, I'll have work, and then I'll already be married, so my wife won't expect anything from me. So then I can go from work to podcast every single day.
Okay.
You know, like right now I have responsibilities that like are outside of this podcast, but I'm slowly but surely cutting them off.
I mean, I think we're going to have responsibilities outside the podcast regardless.
No. My goal one day is to just do this full time.
That would be nice.
Which, you know, if people would sign up to the Patreon and see all that juicy bonus content, we could quit our jobs.
That would be phenomenal.
Remember though, I quit my job first.
That's understandable. Honestly, like, I don't know if I'd quit mine even if we went big, depending on how big we got.
So if we were making, let's say, over $3,000 a month on Patreon.
Okay.
I would say that once we get past a $3,000 threshold, that's technically a full-time job.
Yeah.
Quote unquote. So anything past $4,000, I would start to give to you.
Okay.
Because now the math's not adding up. I already see that. We got $3,000 past is a regular job. That's regular upkeep. But from 3,000 to 4,000, that goes back into the podcast.
Oh yeah.
So here's how I'm thinking it. So once it gets up to $3,000, it starts becoming mine. Because if we, you know, unless we go from like overnight, we're gonna have a few months of, you know, that build up from the beginning we started this podcast.
Yeah.
So once we get to 3,000, it's mine. And then once it gets up to 4,000, then it starts becoming 3,000 of mine, and then you.
Okay.
So it goes right back in. So it's just yeah.
It makes sense that the majority of it would be going back into the podcast.
Yes, and then if we get up to 5,000, it starts going back into the podcast. Or no, it starts going back into me.
Okay.
Then and then 6,000 is it's like a leapfrog. We're playing Frogger. We're just going back and forth, the more money we make.
Okay.
So it's evenly distributed.
It's not too bad.
No, once we get to $10,000, you'll make like 2,000 or something a month.
Yeah.
2 to 3.
Yeah, which that's pretty good.
Just don't look how much I make.
Let's let the viewers decide who gets paid more.
I think you're more popular in this podcast than me.
Possibly. I don't know.
Fuck you.
I just said I don't know. I just said possibly.
You're supposed to deny it. Be like, no.
Why would I deny it if I don't know?
And then everyone likes you.
I think everyone does like you. But, you know, people can pick their favorites, and if their favorite happens to be me, well, I'm not going to tell them not to be.
I don't see how they're your favorite.
I don't either, but, you know.
I do all the talking.
Yeah,
I'm
aware.
I mostly get the articles set up. You know, I make sure this podcast is. I'm like the conductor of this whole fucking train. And you come in and you say like, I mean, on average, there's probably like 8 minutes of me talking to you talking like 2 minutes out of 10 minutes.
Well, yeah.
I mean, one of these days, I'm gonna have you run an episode.
Hey, I've done that one episode by myself.
That wasn't bad. You should do that more. I would let you do more solo episodes if you wanted to.
Let me find another thing to geek out about for an hour and a half.
It could just be like these.
It could be.
You know,
Could be.
that's what I don't know. The dog welder episode was good. I liked it. I was judgmental from the start, but then once I actually listened to it, I was a fan of it.
Right? Like, everyone sleeps on the dog welder episode.
Do you think you could go out and make your own podcast? Be honest.
Not by myself.
Do you think I could?
Probably. I'd have to have another guest though.
So, have you thought about making? Okay, have you ever thought about us expanding on our podcast?
Us expanding, not really. I have thought about making another podcast completely separate from this one at some point, but it has like a different theme and everything. Like, because one thing I would love to do is I would love to do like a paranormal.
Yeah, weren't you going to do that with a buddy?
We're thinking about it. We're still,
Still thinking about it?
Yeah.
Jesus, it's been like half a year or so.
Yeah. But yeah, we're thinking on it, getting things figured out.
Weren't you guys writing the first episode like 8 months ago?
We were, yeah.
How'd that turn out?
We never finished it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. That's why I'm the conductor and you're the coal boy.
Coal boy.
I don't know what they call those people on the trains that shove a coal into the engine.
I don't
furnace.
know what it's called.
I don't know either. You're my bitch boy. What flavor of Bane do you have? I'm just curious.
Today I have a cherry blade limeade.
Oh. Hey, I want to make a bet with you.
Okay.
I bet that for the next, like, 40 to 50 episodes, you're going to have a cherry blade limeade.
Oh, definitely. We didn't. Yeah, we talked about that last time in the episode that got corrupted.
So no, because I'm the one that fucking found it. There was this little store in. It was like a resale store. And that's apparently it's a big one. And
yeah, they sell like closeouts. So if like a company is either going out of business or like they change branding or something like that.
They just buy a fuck ton of shit. You can buy food, you can buy books, you can buy movies, like kitchen supplies, cleaning supplies, fucking patio sets, air conditioners, rugs, all that shit, fishing poles, etc., etc. And I'd go in there once in a while because, I can buy fucking a carton of olive oil for $2.
Yeah, it is
Cheap as fuck. But I went in there and I saw, as soon as you walked in, like on a fucking holy grail pedestal, there was, I'd say probably over 140 bangs in 20 cases. Is it 20 or 24?
24 packs.
There was probably, I'd say, like 12 cases of 24 bang.
Yeah, there were a ton of them.
And each case was $20.
Yeah.
So I called you and I said, hey. Oh, I didn't call you. But I said, hey, I was like, either you can cash at me or get your ass over here. Because I just sent you did I send you a photo of it?
You didn't send me a photo. You were just like, hey, they have 20 packs of bang for $20 here.
Yeah. And, bang's $3 usually, so $1 a can.
Yeah, less than $1 a can.
Less than $1 a can is fucking insane.
Yeah. So you picked the one up for me. I, sent you the money. And then I got paid in like a couple of days after that. So what I did was I went over there and bought 4 more cases.
Now, so 4 cases was $100, right?
It was total $100 because I bought the 1 case from you.
Yeah. So how many bangs did you get from that?
120.
Now you go and you buy a bang for every episode. You buy bangs for work.
Mm-hmm.
You spend a lot of fucking money on Bang energy drink.
I spent a fuck ton on it.
Now, you did the math, right?
Yeah, I did the math. I'm saving roughly 150, or not 150, $350 worth of stuff by doing that. Like, by going and buying that.
Resale shops are fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was fucking great.
I want to know how the fuck they came in possession of that.
Bang is doing like a huge rebrand because like they had like the super creatine on their label and they're not allowed to do that. So because of that, Bang is selling off a lot of their old product and they probably bought it. That's what I would assume happened.
You just reap the benefits, Payton.
That's exactly what I did.
And now you have Bang for like 20 fucking years.
If I did my math right, it's about an 8-month supply. Give or take.
Well, didn't you say you were going to start getting me bangs for the podcast?
I said I would if you wanted them.
We can both be drinking bangs from now on.
We could. Maybe we'll get the sponsorship finally. It's not enough to just ruin one set of kidneys.
We can finally be Bang Brothers. Oh, fuck.
Hey, yo?
Nope.
Hey,
Nope.
yo?
Nope. I'm editing that. Fuck
No,
you.
don't edit that. Leave it in.
Nope. Fuck you. I fucked that up.
The Bang Bros.
Nope. Next, our podcast is going to be at Ollie's. We're rebranding.
Ugh.
You can find this episode at your local resale shop because, we're rebranding. Yeah, so now you got a fuck ton of Bang.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I've been just drinking the fuck out of it.
How many do you consume in a week?
In a week?
On average, yes.
So I have to think here real quick.
Okay, let's do a month. Because
month?
Because then it's a lot easier to take into consideration for your work days.
Between 20 to 25.
God damn.
And that it depends really because like I work between 14 and 16 days a month. So there's that, and then you have to factor in, around 4 or so episodes a month, so bang each time then. So that brings us up to about 20, and then any other time I just happen to have one.
Anytime we hang out, you go and grab a Bang.
Yeah. So that's
gotta be higher.
That's just a guess.
You ever thought about stopping?
No.
Think you ever will?
Probably not.
What if they go out of business?
If they go out of business, I'll just find a new energy drink.
Do you have...
Or, what?
I was gonna say, do you have any others that you like?
Others that I like, I think it's... What's the brand that makes the Swedish Fish one?
Oh, Ray's. No, Ray's Ghost.
Ghost. Yeah, Ghost is really good, too. They're my backup if I can't get a bag.
I drank the Swedish Fish one last night at the gym.
Dude, the Swedish Fish one is so fucking good. I infuse alcohol every now and again, where I take some alcohol and then put stuff in it to flavor it, and leave it in there. Well, I had made some Swedish Fish vodka, and I put the Swedish Fish vodka into the Swedish Fish energy drink.
Jesus.
And that, my friend, was amazing.
This sounds like a fucking heart attack.
It might have been, but you know.
Have I ever told the story of me drinking enough bangs to give myself a heart attack?
I think so, where like you guys had mixed a ton of Bang flavors
It
in
was
together.
12 cans.
12.
So we drank on at. So I drank probably about. I drank probably about 5, and he drank about 7 cans of Bang at once.
Oof.
Yeah, we talked
Yeah.
about this because the poll where it said how many.
Yeah,
drinks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did talk about this. And it was, oh,
I don't really drink a lot of energy drinks. I drink coffee. I guess that's an
Yeah.
energy drink.
kind of. It's kind of one,
I don't know.
but like,
I've hit that age in my life where, like, I'm already like old as fuck, like in my soul.
yeah.
Like, I'll go out before work every morning, sit on my porch, drink a coffee, watch the sunrise, listen to the fucking radio, like the morning news.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's,
It's peaceful.
that, yeah.
I try to like prepare myself for work, like mentally.
Yeah.
It's as rough as it is at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I fucking bet. 4 o'clock in the morning, I wake up at 4 in the afternoon for work.
Hey, whenever I go to work, you're almost done with work.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I work until about 6 a.m.
I'd fucking kill myself if I work nights.
You know,
I can't work nights.
some people can, some people can't.
Yeah, you know.
It's
Well,
weird.
It's in our it's in our DNA that some people are night people and some people are day people.
Yeah.
Me, I'd rather be up at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning than
Yeah.
stay up until 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I haven't even thought about going to bed at 4 a.m. yet. When the sun is awake, I am usually not. Today is an exception.
Yeah, because we have a lot to do today.
That and I had a migraine yesterday, so I ended up falling asleep like as soon as I got home and woke up at like, I think it was like, let me check whenever you messaged me here. Because it was not, yeah, it was like maybe half an hour before you messaged me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just out the entire time. Well, not the entire time. I got up to go pee a couple of times, but...
Thanks. Definitely needed to know that.
You know, I want to be honest.
That you're Who the fuck wants to know you're pissing?
I wanted people to know that I didn't sleep for the solid time. I had to get up and piss a couple of times.
That one motherfucker. He's saying there's one guy that's like, he's a fucking liar.
There might be. Who knows?
I doubt that. I doubt anyone doubted that. I doubt anyone had any doubt in their mind that you didn't sleep the entire time.
You know, that's fair, but honesty is the best policy.
You know what? Okay, I guess I went to bed last night at like 10 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah?
And I slept until 8:30. And if we're being honest, I didn't get up to fucking piss.
Well, good. Look, you're being honest.
Yeah, put a a good noodle star on the board.
Hell yeah, good noodle star.
All right. Let's talk about stuff.
Yeah, let's look at what we got here.
Shit. I forgot to go back and delete stuff.
It's alright, I'm looking at some of the stuff too here.
Want to talk about a pro player who won the Tenkan World Tour?
Yes. That's one I was actually kind of excited to hear about.
Okay. So, this this 31-year-old dad with 2 full-time jobs won a Tekken tournament.
That's awesome right there.
So apparently, let's see. Everyone has. They're all fuck. Joshua. I'm not saying his last name. I can't say it. He's Italian.
Joshua with the
Bianchi.
name Bianchi, I think.
Bianchi. With his nickname's Gerlanda. I have no idea.
Yeah. We're just gonna call him Josh.
So, he had been training for the Tekken World Tour Global Finals in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And despite this, he he made a Facebook post how he squeezes in online Tekken training, despite having a family and 2 full-time jobs. He was still able to win East Europe regional finals and represent his region in the World Championship in the Netherlands.
That's really cool.
In the group stage, he faced reigning EVO champion Jaemin Bay.
I think.
What kind of fucking nickname's Knee?
No, maybe he uses a lot of knees, or she. I don't know who the fuck it is. Maybe I've never played Tekken, but maybe there's someone who uses their knee a lot in the game, and that's the one they made or some shit.
It is a guy.
It's a guy. All right.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my best guess. It's probably wrong though.
What?
That whatever character the dude mains probably has like a pretty famous knee attack or something. You know, knees him in the neck or something. I don't know.
Knee is still a fucking stupid nickname.
It is. I agree, but I'm just trying to figure out like how he got that nickname.
Say like the reigning TWT champion Yuta Chikurin Take from Japan. Arslan Ash Sedekwe from Pakistan. Like Arslan Ash, that's kind of a cool nickname.
Yeah, it's just his name with Ash at the end, but it's cool.
And okay, you know what? I tried. That's kind of gay. Now that you say that.
Now, if they just said Arslan Ash, that would be
anyway. So he had to fight. What's his name? Fucking Joshua had to fight a bunch of, full-time Tekken players who played under contracts and big brands and travel equipment and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He had an incredible 2-0 win against Arslan Ash. I remember that saga very good.
Oh, I'm on the thing now, and it looks like that's a Twitter post that he did, or is that Facebook?
Yeah,
I don't know.
2 full-time jobs, a family, no sponsor, 2-hour per night of training online if I don't fall asleep earlier. Still making it to the top 8 of the Tekken World Finals. First European to ever get a top 8 World Finals. Today we write history.
See, the 2 full-time jobs and a family, that's a big thing in and of itself. But also no sponsor is
he's
huge in like professional things. Because how are you expected to live if you don't have a sponsor normally? Like, because most of the time these people, this is what they do.
He has 2 jobs.
I know, that's why I'm saying, like,
it's impressive.
Yeah. It makes it even more impressive whenever doesn't have a sponsor.
So I guess.
I'm
trying to think. So is he going to Worlds now?
I think so.
Or did he or him?
Okay, he made it to the global finals,
but he got 8th.
Yeah, in the top 8. But
wish it would tell.
Like his exact, yeah, I wish it would tell you his exact place.
He plays fourth.
Place for that's really fucking good.
Sang-Hyun Yeon. Dude, I could not stand to be in this fucking tournament.
Not before eliminating Joey Fury Bennett.
See, Joey Fury. That's a normal names. Daichi Nobi Nakayama.
Yeah.
Nakayama. That's an interesting last name. I like that last name.
Yeah.
I want that. I'm gonna change that to my last name.
You do that, bud. You do that.
Imagine the surprise on people's faces whenever I show up and they're looking for Lynden Nakayama.
Right. I was watching this one video, and it was this dude who was he was half black, half Japanese, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about how his experience with it, like how like Japanese people didn't treat him as Japanese and kind of looked at him funny,
bro,
until he spoke to them in perfect Japanese.
Bro, you think black people are like oppressed in America? Japanese people hate black people.
Yeah, they like it's not really a hate; it's more of a like.
They've never seen black people.
Yeah. And it's like a novelty to them. But anyway, and this dude has I forget his first name, but his last name was like super Japanese sounding, and he was talking about how like he'll go to the doctor's office and no one expects whenever they call his name for him to be the one to stand up.
I just want to put on record that a Japanese person seeing a black man is like me seeing a penguin at the zoo.
Right? That's kind of how it is.
I get very excited.
That's kind of how it is. Like, they don't see them.
Well, yeah, because they can't open their eyes.
I was going to go more for the thing that they're just not there. But, you know.
Because they can't open their eyes.
You do you.
Wait. Then they always see black people because it's always black because they can't open their eyes. You think whenever they see a black person, they're like, "Oh shit, I've gone blind."
I don't think so. I can't say that that thought's crossed my mind.
Well, no shit. You have to be racist for that thought to cross your mind.
Yeah.
We're not racist.
Not at all.
No,
0%.
I want to say, you know, if a guy who has two jobs, family, etc., still makes it to the World Finals, why the fuck are people getting paid millions of dollars to play for brands?
Because, you know, even then, that's still promotion for that brand and stuff like that.
I'm saying...
Like, I guarantee after that, he'd be getting a sponsorship if he wanted to play again.
I'm saying, why do you think that it is ridiculous that we have gaming teams? Esports.
I don't really think it's ridiculous, because it's just like any other, like it's a football team, you know?
Football is way different from esports.
Not really, other than the fact it's physical rather than, like, more physical.
No! You can't be hurt playing esports.
That's why I said other than the fact it's physical.
There's a lot more than just learning how to play a game.
Yeah, but you can learn how to play football and get good at it. You can learn how to play a game and get good at it. That's the thing. They're spending this time to get good at this game. But anyone could pick up the game and play it. Same with football.
So, I really do not think that you could take anyone and make them good at football.
I mean, if with the proper training, you can.
No.
Yeah.
No. There's no way.
If they trained for it, yeah, you can.
You do not know enough about football to say that anyone who could just pick up football and play it.
Anyone could. Anyone could.
You cannot train someone to be a quarterback.
I'm not meaning professionally.
No. We are talking professionally. We're talking about esports.
Well, that's the thing that's the thing I'm talking about. There is a distinction between professional and that. You have to train to be a professional. You have to learn and have to be able to train to be a professional. That's the difference.
I'm saying esports should not be a thing. It should not be any close near to a sports level because it's not a sport.
It is, though. It's not a physical sport, but it's still a sport. It is a competition and allowing people to test their skills against someone else in that game. And other people would want to watch.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the average earnings of a esports player versus like a. Let's see. What sport do you want to do?
Let's see. We could do like
Average esports player earning. So the average esports earner makes $314,000.
Yeah. And I just looked it up for the NFL. The average NFL is $860,000.
Do you think 341,000 is too high?
I don't think so. If that's what they're doing and people are wanting that and people are wanting to watch them, no, it's not too high.
So,
I mean,
okay.
It might be inflated a bit or things like that, but at the same time, they're dedicating this.
Okay.
That's.
I think the what the fuck's his name? I think this guy Joshua going in and placing fourth at the finals proves that major $1 million contracts spread to teams for esports is irrelevant.
I don't think so, though.
Because a guy who works two jobs, who barely has time to train, can go in and win. And imagine all the guys that he beat were getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to train every single day.
And that's where natural talent can come in, too. You can just know.
You're not seeing a bit of irrelevancy in this, in esports.
I think if people are wanting to watch it and wanting to see that, yeah, it's a perfectly viable thing.
Well, it goes
especially with the prevalence of gaming becoming more and more and more common.
Well, I'm not saying that in the sense of people aren't willing to watch it. It's entertainment. I'm talking about the players, not the actual competition of going somewhere and playing, have this big, live showing, which usually, I don't know how esports are usually portrayed. Isn't there like a live viewing of them?
I think there's live viewings and then there's live streams and stuff like that.
Yeah, the live streams. But I think there's a team called I know Moist Critical. He hosts a team that does like Rocket League and Smash Brothers, and he has all this stuff. Cut millions and millions of dollars to go into this team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that if someone like Joshua, who has no branding, pays for everything himself, comes in and wins almost, doesn't that make you sit back and realize just how ridiculous we're spending that much money for someone who doesn't have any access to anything besides just the game can come in and win? If we're spending millions of dollars on a team for everything.
Yeah, like I said, not really. That could just be a talent thing at that point. Because at the same time, whenever the esports get their sponsorships, it's usually not just from one group. But
no, it's from a lot.
If they weren't getting results, they wouldn't be sponsoring that group. This upset can come in and do that. And that's something you're taking if you're sponsoring any kind of team. This team has a great win record, but all of a sudden someone comes out of nowhere and just wipes the floor with the team. That's a risk you have to take if you're sponsoring something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a risk that all of their sponsors took. But before then, they were getting some kind of results to be willing to pay that kind of money.
Let's see, Team Liquid
It's like, okay, if your job offered you quadruple what you were making an hour now, would you take it?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what they were offering the teams. The teams might have negotiated a bit, but they were offering that much because they had faith in the team that they would be able to recoup that money from it.
Okay, just I was doing some like looking at stuff.
Yeah.
Team Liquid is a Valorant team.
Mhm.
Um, they've made $652,000 in prize money from Valorant tournaments, and
Mhm.
their net worth is 440 million.
Yeah.
The average player has an average salary of $315,000.
Okay. Yeah, they're getting paid from a combination of the prize money and the sponsorships.
Hang on. The fuck? So, for this team alone, they have a partnership manager, a specialist, general manager, vice president of operations, senior producer, associate creative director, social media manager, vice president of human resources, content producer, and a video editor.
That sounds right.
And they all make almost, well, besides the specialist, which I have no idea what that is, and the video editor, they all make they all make over $40,000 easy.
Yeah.
The youngest one, the lowest one is the social media manager at 42,000.
Yeah. That.
I guess I'm trying to say I don't understand how there is that big of a interest in this type of sport.
You don't have to understand. There just is. Like.
Well, I would like to understand it. That's why we're talking about it.
Yeah, people just like watching it. People watch it. That brings in more sponsors where they can run different ads. Or the fact of sponsoring a company or sponsoring a team, it's a marketing trick. Like, oh, hey, this team uses this equipment. This equipment has to be good. I want this equipment so I can be like them. Even if it's not consciously thinking like that. Because that's how advertising and marketing works.
That is insane. That much money goes into a team that could just lose in like the first round.
I mean, it's like that with anything that deals with sponsorships. Like, okay, say if a company sponsored us as the podcast, right?
Yeah.
And then we went off the wall and just said some absolutely abhorrent shit, right?
Yeah.
And that, not only did they lose the money giving it to us, but they're also not making anything back and might even lose more customers because they're associated with us. You see?
Yeah.
However, if we were given that money and we went and built an orphanage or some shit, right?
Okay.
And
all right.
That company, we let people know, hey, yeah, this company gave us the money to help start this and get bigger. People are going to have a more favorable view of that company, and therefore the company will get more business. Which will, in turn, make the company more money.
So, it doesn't even fucking matter about the game. It's just companies.
Pretty well.
It's just business with companies.
The game does matter, but it's more of the case of how are these people in the game. Like, if they're winning fairly consistently, that's going to generate more business for the companies that they are sponsoring. But if they're losing consistently, it's not as good.
Okay.
It's about consistency rather than win to lose.
Okay. So then why don't we start our own esports team?
We could.
Well, what would we do it on?
I don't fucking know. I'll do
Temple Run.
Temple Run Esports.
Yeah.
You know, if there was a market for it, yeah. If people wanted to watch that, you definitely could probably get some sponsors.
Let's create a market for it.
All right, we have to get people interested in Temple Run again. We'd have to get people interested in watching Temple Run, and we'd have to get to where people would specifically want to watch us play Temple Run.
Okay. Well, the fact that every single TikTok video has a mobile game underneath it, that's how we'll do it.
That's honestly that is one way. That is one way to start getting more interest in it in a way, like unironically. Especially if you have a this clip was played by so and so.
We can get like a really cool one. That's like really cool 2013 like shimmering loud music intros, and it just says "Who cares gaming" below it, and then Temple Run starts playing.
Yes. And if you get enough people liking that content, yeah, you could make Temple Run Esports be a bigger thing.
What are like the least like the most niche esports games?
I'm not sure because I don't follow esports that often.
Hang on. So here's all of the game. Okay, actually, I love that. Here's all the games that have esports, like leagues: League of Legends,
Okay.
Counter Strike, Dota 2, Rocket League, Fortnite, Overwatch 2, League of Legends, Hearthstone, Call of Duty, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, Arena of Valor, Apex, StarCraft 2, FIFA, Smite. Oh God.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft, Clash Royale, Call of Duty Mobile. Hang on.
Mobile has it?
Call of Duty Warzone, and Gears of War.
Okay.
Now, that's not one I expected to see.
No. I actually have a buddy who we had tried to get him on the podcast before, but he had actually placed, I think, in Worlds in Smite.
We tried to get him on.
Yeah, he was the buddy that I was also saying was training how to be a strongman.
Oh,
Like way towards the beginning of the podcast.
Fuck that dude.
Yeah, he had also placed. I think he was in top 8 in the world for this one character. But yeah.
The biggest esports league is Electronic Sports League, and they do pro leagues, competitions for Counter Strike, CS:GO, Rainbow Six Siege, and that's it.
Okay. I wonder if there's an esports league for Team Fortress 2.
How would you? That would be fucking horrible.
Oh, it would be, but I'd play the shit out of it. I'd become a professional esports gamer. I'm not great at TF2, but I love the game.
How is Diablo ported into tournaments and
I don't
leagues?
I have no clue.
The Major League Gaming Pro Circuit has awarded over $9.5 million in prize money over 17 years. With games like Call of Duty, Overwatch, World of Warcraft, Hearthstone, StarCraft, Diablo, and Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah, I don't know it.
Oh shit!
Whenever it comes to something,
PUBG Mobile Pro League.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, that'd be fucking horrible.
But I wonder if for games like Diablo or something like that, they like start them at a point and it's like whoever can get something done quicker or more efficiently, like kind of like speedrunning.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's how they do it. Like I haven't played Diablo, but I get like a rough grasp of it.
Yeah.
So maybe it is something like, instead of beat the game or get more points or whatever, maybe it's complete this objective faster.
Well, then that would be like speed running.
Yeah, speedrunning in and of itself is a category of esports.
Can could we profitize speedrunning?
I think so. I think speedrunning can get you money if you get sponsors.
I think it'd be a lot easier for us to set up a speedrunning competition
Probably.
than to have a esports league.
It probably would be. Because a lot more people do speedrunning for fun than, esports for fun.
Here's what we could do then. Um, we need to think of a game that we can just have a general game that a lot of people play. And what we'll do is we'll set out some objective, and the winner gets $5.
Honestly, we could start something like that.
I think that'd be a really dope idea. And then me and you could do commentary on like the one who wins.
Now, what I would personally do, instead of like winner gets $5, is everyone has to pay to get in, because that's how a lot of tournaments work anyway. You have to pay an amount to actually be able to play. And then winner gets half the pot.
And then who gets the other half?
Us. So we can make money to do it again. Get it bigger, get it better. Because
Put this in Moneymaker's ideas.
Alright. But like that's how a lot of tournament stuff does it. Like, they'll get like 50-75% of the pot, the person who wins. But the house always gets a portion of it so they can continue doing it. Usually it's like if they have vendors to pay the vendors, or if it's like if they had to like rent out a space to pay for the space or stuff like that.
Yeah. We should buy our own space and set up like a Midwest like speedrunning like venue.
Honestly, we could do a small one. There's in the town between ours. There's the pavilion at the park, like the indoor one. You could set up a small speedrunning one there. It wouldn't be huge,
I'd
but
rather shoot myself than set it up there.
I'm just saying, like, it wouldn't be huge, but that could be a start until we could afford something bigger.
I don't think the speedrunning community would be very large within our region.
Definitely no. But that's why you start with something small. And then if it gets bigger, it gets bigger.
Alright. I'm done with that one. I will delete that. You want to talk about one more thing? You want to end there? It's been about an hour.
We should probably end it there unless there's something you really want to talk about.
Nope.
Alright.
The things. Look in the description. It's all there. Shout Patrick. And Bang. And Hint.
Go audio.
Yep. Yep. Go out and be great.